I understand that you traveled to India a few times. Once you wanted to, I mean, the thing about you, man, is once you start digging beneath the surface, there's a gold mine of stories with
listen,
you. So you wanted to go to India on a camel, and you went to buy some camels.
Exactly. I want to tell you this story. When I remember that days, I always start to laugh. Let me tell you. It was a time I really want to travel.
Okay.
It was a time there was a program which was showing on the TV. It was Silk Road. It was about Marco Polo.
Yes.
I was really inspired by this series, and I always watch it, and I had a lot of dream about it. And I, sorry.
نکنه کووید گرفتی از این
کووید نیستش. نه کووید نیست لام حساب همش اتفاق میفته مشکل نیست.
Okay.
It was a group of guy who was traveling with the camel to China, and they was traveling via my city Mashhad, and they was staying there and for a couple of days, and it wasn't news. I was really so inspired. I said I have to go to meet them.
Sure.
So I went there and I find them. There was an Italian guy, Dutch guy, and I was looking to them. I said, I have to do the same. I was like 19 or 20 or something. And so, of course, they left, and it was a really memorable moment for me. So I decided I'm going to quit my job, and I go to Tabaz, and I'm going to buy a few camels, and then I start my own journey.
You're gonna buy a camel. What was the plan? The plan was to buy some camels and then ride the camels to India.
No, to China.
This is in like the 1990s.
It's a night exactly.
Yeah.
And then,
by the way, did any of your friends or family know about these crazy ideas?
Yeah, I know. When I start to tell, everybody start to laugh because they know it. I was in a complete different world.
Okay.
I went to the Tabas. Tabas is the province. It is a state next to our city.
Okay.
I had some address which they sell the camel, but it was not exactly. So I've asked many people on the road. Finally, I want the right places. And I went there and I asked the owner for the camel.
I really need you to take a breath. I really want you to. I want you to. Don't worry about it. Take a moment.
I don't know what happened.
You're having an allergic reaction to remembering the camels, I think.
Yeah. I think now it's better. Excuse me, man. Sorry for
no, it's okay. So there's a town near Mashhad where you can get camels.
Yes.
Is that?
Yeah. It's not near Mashhad. It's like 400-500 kilometers from the Mashhad.
Okay.
It's that area like Tabaz, Birjan. They have always a camel. But the funny thing was, I went there and I was so enthusiastic about what I'm doing. And the owner of the place. He asked me, what you want? I said, I just went there with a taxi. I took the taxi in the city, and that area was out of the city. It was like in a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood that was not really in the city. And then I went with the taxi there, and then the owner asked me, what you're doing here? I said, I come to buy a camel. He was looking at me. He wanted to start to laugh, but he didn't. And I said, okay, which one you want? I said to show me what you have. I was really serious, and then
by the way, I love that you took a taxi to buy a camel to ride the camel to China.
And then he started to walk with me, and then all the guy they were working there, and they were all asking to each other, doing this guy here, and okay. And I was from the city, at the time I was really like they call it, in Farsi. I don't know what's in English, like. We call it in Farsi susul.
like sort of a sissy or like a mama's boy.
I've been there, and then the owner said, how many camel you want? I said, list 3, but they tell me how much it costs. I have to check I have enough money, and then I can't decide. And then he gave me the price, and I saw I have not enough money. So finally, I choose 2 camels.
Okay. Can I just ask you?
And then I bought them.
Why do you need 2 camels to ride to China?
Because
could you not just save a bit of money and ride
the
one?
reason is
is the other camel to carry things? Is that
exactly
okay.
because the first of all, it looks nice, is more professional, and then. Yeah, of course, it's more nice, man.
Who are you trying to impress? It looks.
Maybe myself. I didn't know. I didn't care about it. I want to do something different. I want to do something.
It looks nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. I just bought these 2 camel and I give them a name, and I was so happy. And the guy said, "Hey, listen, if you."
What were the names of the camels?
I don't remember, but I know one was. I gave them a name Taleh. Like
a trap, kind of.
Yeah, trap, exactly.
Taleh,
I just call it trap. Yeah, exactly, trap.
Okay.
The one was trap, the other one I forget. But doesn't matter the name. The funny part is here.
Oh, this wasn't the funny part. We haven't got to the funny part. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The guy he sold he sold me, but he said you don't have to pay me, but you have to stay with this camel to know you. Because if you want to travel them, you have to stay with them. They have to use to it that you are now the owner.
It's like a child. They have to acclimatize to you before you can adopt them. Right,
and then you can be the owner, and they trust you, and then you can start. Wasn't nice? So I really literally sleep there in that place, in Istanbul.
With the camels.
With the camels for 3 nights.
Right.
And then all these people
with Taleh and the other camel. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Who you were going to go to China with.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
This story is so crazy. I think people are started about this
No, I think actually it's clear this is a true story because no one could make this shit up. So keep going. So you're with the camels.
People are listening to this guy. He has something.
They now understand your art a lot better, I think.
And then the guy after 3 days come because I was really getting really close to these animals, and it was like we had some relation suddenly, and I said this journey going to be my journey, I was really into it. And then the guy come.
You had bonded with the camels.
Exactly. Our bond was really I feel it was really close. It was really something unique.
Yes.
The guy he was like 60 or something. He came to me, and then he sat next to me, and then he had also a cup of tea, and then he gave to me, and then we started drinking, and then he said, "I will tell you something." I said, "Yes." He said, "The day that you came here, you are so enthusiastic and so pure. I didn't want to disappoint you." And I really didn't know that you are so serious. I said, "What do you want to say?" I said, "Honestly, these camels are not for traveling. They are for eating.
For eating?
They cannot even walk for 100 meters." I said, "What are you talking?" I said, "These camels are not for traveling. We just have them, we bring them here, and then we feed them to finally go to the slaughter." I said, "What are you talking about?"
They were meant to be killed for food.
Exactly. And
so this is Taleh and the other camel that you've now grown a relationship with too, and you're planning your trip to China.
Yeah, they just the guy who he bought my whole dream, and I said, "What do you mean? Where can I find a good camel?" He was laughing. He said, "I thought you were joking." I said, "No, man, I'm not joking. I'm serious." He said, "I don't know, but there has to be some other places where they have really camel for traveling."
Can I just ask you a question here? Did you really? I mean, so the idea was you didn't just want to go to China or go to India. It was important to go by camel. Really, what was the reason why I mean, I know the Marco Polo, the Silk Road, but was it really that important to be riding a camel and have a second camel?
Honestly, that day I didn't know what I'm doing. Still, I don't know. Honestly,
But you were deep in negotiations for Camels somewhere in Iran.
Yeah, I know it is so idiot what I'm talking, but it was some idea, and I want to make it happen.
Right. Okay.
You know, it was not about this is right or is not right, or is happening or not.
So what happened what happened to our two friends, the Camels that you had slept with?
Yeah, I left them. I was really, the moment I left that place, I was really sad, and I just took the bus, and then for 6 hours back to my city, and then I was like someone love his his love, and I was really for a couple of days very down, and then I start to say, you know what, forget the camel, I'm gonna go with walk to India. And I start to traveling to India and to Pakistan. And
wait, you're going to go how to India?
Not exactly walking. I went with the bus to Zahedan, and then from Zahedan to the border, and then from border I start to hike, and then hiking to
the
to Delhi. Yeah, it was very useful for me at that age.